Small Acts of Service, Big Impacts on Hearts. Written and narrated by Sister Natalie Shaver. So often we focus on doing the big things, traveling across the world to spread the gospel, or healing the sick with a mighty prayer. And the big things are important and needed, that's for certain. But what about when the little things to us might actually be big things to others? This November, our humble Cincinnati Morrow mission decided to volunteer in the community to help those less fortunate than ourselves. Perhaps our small efforts would make a big impact on the ones who needed it most. We spent 5 hours at Tabitha's Closet, a nonprofit, Christ-centered outreach offering hope to those in need of free, gently used clothing and prayer support, serving breakfast and lunch to individuals who came to shop that Saturday. But before the doors opened to the community that day, all volunteers gathered in the hallway of the old elementary school that Tabitha's Closet operates from in Morrow. One of the lead organizers of the event, Paul, shared what was most important to us to remember that day. We are more than a community. We are a testament to God's compassion in action, and it is our duty to show the power of love, grace, and mercy to all those we come in contact with today. He went on to share that the night before the event, the power in the building was out, and the organizers weren't sure if the event would be able to go on with no heat or light. But God. Fervent prayers were offered, and everyone in attendance was able to witness the miracle of God's provision the very next day as the power turned back on. What began as a mission serving 40 individuals has evolved into a movement embracing more than 200 hearts in need on a monthly basis for Tabitha's Closet. The growing demand reminds us that there's always more love to give, more grace to extend, and more mercy to share. After some housekeeping items and announcements, a prayer was offered that those who we served that day would be blessed. Our small group departed to the hospitality room, which had tables and chairs for visitors to sit and eat at, as well as additional clothing items to look through and a prayer board for any requests. We had opportunities to speak with young mothers and children, the elderly, and more, some of whom traveled more than 40 minutes to come and shop for winter clothing to keep them warm. Whether we handed them a cup of coffee or a sandwich for lunch, the blessings were ours to receive. Smiles were shared and conversations were filled with thanksgiving. The mood was one of gratitude for a new hat, a warm hug, a prayer whispered. As the day came to a close, we swept the crumbs from the floor and took out the trash, but more importantly, reflected on the time serving together. Isn't this what the Lord wants from us? Can you do something small this holiday season to make a big impact on someone? Is your branch or mission planning something together? Whether it's a solo or group effort, God sees it all, and all is big to Him. And behold, I tell you these things that ye may learn wisdom, that ye may learn that when ye are in the service of your fellow beings, ye are only in the service of your God. Mosiah chapter 2, verse 17.